How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. Today it's all about emergency heat. Secondary alternative heat in your house. Your house is all electric, and guess what? We just got a big storm. Power's going to be out maybe a week. You don't know. No heat in the house? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of these heaters. I have about 6 heaters on the table. There's one of these heaters you do not want to purchase. And there's quite a few here I think that will work out pretty good. Now, if you think that there is no carbon monoxide coming out of these heaters, every heater here on the table puts out carbon monoxide, whether it be a buddy heater, or it be a vent-free heater, or this small torpedo heater. They all put out carbon monoxide. So the first 2 things you want to make sure you have before winter hits: a fire extinguisher. Also, a CO2 detector. You want those 2 things first. You get them 2. Now let's find a heater. Depending on how big a space you want to heat, and I'm saying if you're really cold, you probably could go in a bathroom and get in there in a small room and get, put some blankets over the windows and try to insulate it as best you can. And maybe, just maybe, you could use the little hand warmer buddy heater. That's going to keep you from freezing to death, but it's not going to be real comfortable. But it'll keep you from freezing to death. Then you could go to this one. This is a little bit bigger buddy heater here. And this one here works real well. This would heat a bathroom really good. Now, you have another heater over here, and this is the Mr. Buddy. This is the big one. And this heater here will heat a pretty good sized room for you. Now, I also have another heater down here. This is called a tent heater. This is an old heater I picked up at a yard sale. See, I like to go to yard sales, and I'll pick up stuff at yard sales. I paid $5 for this heater, and I used to take it all the time in a hunting blind. And we would turn that little heater on, and it would give us just enough heat in there to keep us warm. Not too hot, but warm. Now, if you want to go big, get yourself something like this. This is a vent-free gas heater that you can mount on the wall, and you could run a line outside and put a propane tank out there and only use it for emergency heat. If you don't want to pay for the propane, get it set up outside, get you a 100-pound tank, put it on there, and save it for them emergency times. That would be ultimate right there. This is a good heater. This will heat half a house. I mean, this will heat a lot. So we're going to go over some of these heaters for you, and I think the biggest ones on the table I got today that most people think about is the buddy heaters. Now, the one I would not purchase for heating in the house is this guy over here. This one right here. I wouldn't mess with this heater unless I was putting it in a garage. This is something where you need a lot of fresh air circulating through your house. You want a lot of fresh air with this heater here. It puts off a lot of heat, but it also puts off a lot of carbon dioxide, and you don't want that in your house. If anybody tells you you can run that in your house, don't do it. The really nice thing about the buddy heaters are you can put little stands up here and you can heat up water on top of here, or you can leave this. Now, this is just a paint tray. This is for paint. You would put on a ladder. That's all that is. It's bent so it would fit in there, just like that. And then you can put a fan up on here. Now, I have to tell you guys, listen, I have a playlist with all my buddy heater videos on it, all my vent-free heaters in it, even wood burners, if that's the route you want to go. You need that alternative heat. Secondary heat is what you got to have. This heater here is one of the biggest selling heaters there is. A very low carbon dioxide comes off this heater. Because it really doesn't have an open flame, it doesn't put out as much carbon monoxide as some of them other heaters, the open flame heaters. But a lot of people like these heaters because you can use them for so many different things. Also, the little buddy heater can be used as, you can put a fan on top of there. I do believe that we could switch this guy right over on this. I think we can hook it around the handle part, and we can actually heat on the top of here also. Maybe if you wanted to heat up some water for coffee, you could put it up there and heat up some water for coffee, like so. Or you can mount your fan on there. You can mount a fan on there. Now, I'll leave links in the description for a lot of the stuff that we have here on the table. As I go over it, you can look in the description, and if there's something here you want, I am an Amazon associate, so I get a small commission off of qualifying purchases. You have quite a few fans you could mount on there. This is another fan that you could mount right on the top of this heater. So these little heaters are definitely great little heaters for that. Both these heaters, both buddy heaters, the big one and the small one, can both be put on a hose. You can put a hose on them and put them on a 20-pound propane tank. And in my playlist, you'll see where that's one of my best viewed videos, is where I mount this big buddy heater to a 20-pound propane tank. And look in the descriptions for any links in there for the parts that you need to hook this up to a 20-pound propane tank. Also, I do videos on how to refill the tanks. This is a Flame King 1-pound refillable tank. You'll see videos on there where they're refilling these small Coleman tanks. Do not refill these tanks. You can't get enough propane in this tank to run your heater. It will only give you a little bit. Go to my playlist and you'll be able to see how to refill these 1-pound propane tanks. I have these small refillable things. You're going to hook this on a 20-pound tank. You're going to hook that into your bottle, and they give you an Allen key. And the reason you can't fill these up, because there's no hole. You have a valve right here, but you don't want to mess with this valve. You don't have a hole in the side of it like I do on this one. You can hear the gas. This tank is empty, but you break that loose and then you fill this tank up, and it will only fill to the amount that it needs in the tank. That way you don't have to worry about the tank exploding, and it's got just enough in it. Also, I have another heater over here. Let me show you the other buddy heater. Now this little buddy heater here, this is just a hand warming heater. This will keep you decently warm in a very small enclosed area. But then again, you still need the carbon monoxide detector and some type of a fire extinguisher with you. These little guys will keep you a little bit warm, but nothing like the other heaters. Now this heater over here, I wouldn't recommend this to be put in the house at all. This is something that you would maybe use for outside if you live in a trailer, or you got a water line or something that's froze up to use to unthaw water lines. I use this little heater here to heat up my diesel tractor. I put it up underneath there and I let it heat it up. But other than that, unless I'm outside, we're not using this heater. So now, I always purchase these little caps all the time, and what I use them for is for my bottle tanks. And that's to keep any dirt or debris from getting down inside of here. Because a lot of times what happens is they'll leave that cap off of there and it'll get dirt and dust in there. Then you'll just go screw it right into your Mr. Buddy heater, and then you force that dirt and garbage right into your heater, and then you plug it up. So if you do have issues with your Buddy heater not lighting, I do have videos in my playlist that show you how to clean the pallet light and stuff on those heaters also. So now if you want to go with the vent-free gas heater like this one here, a wall mount, this is an ultimate way to go, because you could set this thing up. You don't have to burn it every day. Just set it up, get it plumbed outside with a 100-pound tank. This thing's going to last for a long time on 100 pounds. It's going to give you more than enough heat to get through that emergency situation. These are really good little heaters. You can get several different kinds. You can get a warm glow, or you can get, this is a ready heater here. This has got an open flame on it. I kind of like the ones that have the stone in there that glow. I like them a little better than these, but these work also. This is just a demonstration model that I put up here for everybody to see. Now, I do have a playlist with these heaters in there to show you how to install the heater, hook it up, and if you have issues with it later down the road, how to clean the pallet light on it. They're very good heaters. I used them for years. Low carbon monoxide that comes out of these heaters. So, but still, you want that carbon monoxide detector, and you want a fire extinguisher handy. Okay, my two favorite heaters on the table is the big buddy heater and the small buddy heater. I like these the most because I hook them up to the 20-pound tank, and we'll run a long hose on it. We'll put the tank outside, run the hose through the window, and we can run these heaters for a long time with that 20-pound tank. Also, if you don't want to go that route with the hose going through the window and the 20-pound tank outside, invest in some of these refillable tanks. They're so much worth it. I did videos on filling these guys up, and you wouldn't believe the amount of money you save. This thing cost me almost nothing to fill because I'm filling it with a 20-pound tank. It cost me $14 to fill up a 20-pound tank, maybe $17. If I split that up into 1-pound tank, that's 20 there of these. I can fill this thing up 20 times with that one tank. So if you divide that by 20, it's only $1 something I'm paying to fill one of these guys up. Doesn't cost you much. Don't even waste your time trying to fill these up. You're going to just waste your time. You're going to take you too long to get them filled, and then you're still not going to get enough in them to run your appliance very much. Anything you see here pretty much has a playlist, and you can go in there and check them out. We also do wood burners. I've mounted wood burner in my garage here. In my new house, we put a wood burner in. We show you how to put the stack in. Everything's on video. How to clean them. Just check out them playlists. I would like to tell everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.